What up?
What's up?
We're live. We're doing a little bit of. Tim's got a gunslinger there. He is on BizOx, and we're gonna unbox that, and we're gonna how can I say this? We're going to do a little talking about recent events, and people are super sweating us. You know what I mean? Like usual, we get sweated like crazy all the time about every move we make. But first off, let me start off by saying, give Tim a little time to share around and stuff before he joins the conversation. We got 12 viewers instantly.
Wow.
Everything that's going on, everyone's like, pissed off at us because we said something about the gunslinger. People are pissed off that that we're kind of shitting on Perry a little bit, and we're not really. It's not really a shitting on or a witch hunt from us or anything. It's just we tested something. It didn't come out like we thought it was going to. And we feel like our integrity's in question because clearly, as you can see over my head in the background there, the gunslinger is almost made in our image, you know what I mean? And we feel a little bit of attached to that, you know what I mean? So, when guys reach out to us privately about issues that they're having about a product they bought because we said to buy it, we've got to say something about it. So, I'm sorry if people are mad like Mario and Lucas don't want to be our friends no more, because we're talking about Perry not building shit right. It's called integrity, man. And I'm saying what I'm saying for you. I'm not saying it, because I'm about to make $1 million off of it or whatever. You know what I mean? This is a window cleaning podcast. From window cleaners about window cleaning, and the industry is a part of that and involved in that. And if we're gonna expose horse shit, why not expose all the horse shit? Or we could be like, oh well, Reach It gave us some four free gunslingers, so let's not ever tell the truth again. That's not gonna happen. So if that's what you're looking for, then maybe we can't be friends. But I'm always gonna keep it 100, and that shit is just not. It's just not up to snuff. Something needs to be done about it, and the only way anything will get done about it is if you say things about what you know and hold people accountable for the things that they're doing. So,
Right.
And I think at the very worst that could come from this is everyone gets gunslingers that don't leak, and they get a better product than what is being delivered now. So I guess you could be mad at me for that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I think I know a lot of it's to do with the Luke situation right now. So
yeah, I'll let you take it away then. That's your shit.
As far as the Luke situation goes, I wanted to do it here on this channel because this is where I am more. I'm not on my channel as much anymore. And December 13th was a big day for myself last year. Luke and I really battled. We came to heads. We were threatening lawyers. We were just beating each other up all day. All day. We're blocked on each other, so we're communicating through our personal messenger. This started or our personal phones, phone numbers. This started at like 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it ruined my day that day. What happened between me and Luke is it could have been a battle between brands. I don't know. I guess Luke's the top dog, and everybody kind of goes after him. I'm not saying that I justify what he did. I'm just moved on from what he did. My 2019 is going to be a lot different than my 2018, man. I am not going to focus on anything in our past. There was a time that Luke, Rihanna, and myself actually got along. There was a time that we had communicated on a friendly basis, and that kind of went away about the time that I left got booted from WCR group, and Perry and I started getting meshed together. So I don't think that the Luke situation's a bad situation now. There's been apologies on both ends. We know what we did to each other, and it is what it is at this point, right?
Yeah, well, everything I fucking said about him, he's never even said anything bad about me. The first time either one of them ever mentioned my name was like a couple of days ago. Rihanna said TJ, which kind of sent shivers up my spine. I was like, ooh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. When she mentioned, that was the first mention they've ever mentioned to me at all, ever. You know what I mean? So
Right.
all my dealings with it was on your behalf. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like we were on the schoolyard, we're buddies, you're my little friend, and these two big people were picking on you. So I was like, fuck it, I'll fight you. You know what I mean? You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right.
because that's just, what's up, Bill? Yeah, that's just my nature. You know what I mean? Is just to step up to the plate, and if my buddy can't defend himself, I'll defend my buddy, in his stead. And that's the same way, like, I'm going back and forth with Lucas on fucking Facebook right now. Like, he's like, you're shitting on Perry, and what you're missing here, dude, Lucas, is that there's another guy involved. His name is Richie Blue. He's the inventor of the Gunslinger, and I'm standing up for him because he can't stand up for himself. Everyone's
Right.
busting his fucking chops about this leaky, falling apart Gunslinger, and the guys that know that it ain't Richie's deal, but guys that don't know, like you, clearly want to stick up for fucking Perry and think that it's cool that he's putting out something that that's not what Richie intended. And I'm going to stick up for my buddy. I don't give a shit
Yep.
what anybody says. So you can call me all the names you want on Facebook and say that, oh, what are you going to do, sue me? Nah, I don't do that shit. Clearly, you haven't been paying attention.
Well,
But
clearly, if we were suing each other, it would have been Luke and I, and
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
not
yeah,
doing that.
yeah. You got me fucking mixed up with somebody else, Lucas. So I'm not that dude. So if you don't want to be pals with me no more because I'm standing up for Richie and his product and the beating he's taken, then whatever. Be mad. Be
Yeah.
mad, buy a fucking cape, and then you could be fucking super mad. You know what I
You
mean?
want to?
You and all your butthurt buddies can get together, form fucking butthurt Voltron for all I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I am going to keep, I'm going to keep it 100 no matter who or what is behind the scenes. I don't give a shit. I'm sticking up for my buddy, and I'm sticking up what's right for window cleaners that buy tools. They don't sit around on Facebook and fucking beg for them to get sent to them for free. So let's move on.
What's right about window cleaners is taking care of your own, and we've always
Yep.
taken care of our own. And Richie Blue's our
That's
own.
what this
And
is all about.
what we've
That's
seen
what-
over the last week is guys like Mario and Lucas in the thing worried about Perry, and guys like WCR and Luke and Steve-O and all that worried about Richie Blue, and making that when they're talking about this gunslinger. I know Luke's got 2 gunslingers, and he's testing them right now. You know what I mean? And I not heard a single negative thing about them. So he might be part of that 30 or 40%. You get what I'm saying? But Mentos just dropped. But the whole thing is that at the end of the day, it's all about Richie Blue. It's not about what happens with Perry Tate, dude. What's going on with our buddy Richie Blue? What's going on with the creator of this product that we tested?
And
maybe
there will be some, like I said, what's the worst that could come of this is this dude's feet are held to the fire and he has to deliver on what the fuck he said he was going to deliver on. I don't see what the problem is here. This guy's not beyond reproach. Who the fuck is this guy? Who made him window cleaning god of the universe? As far as we know, all he's done is, done a lot of research and development on water-fed poles, but never was really a window cleaner as far as I know. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm going with what I know, and what I know is what I tested and what was built are 2 different things, and it needs fucking fixed, and I'm saying something about it. I'm not saying Perry shouldn't do this no more, shouldn't do that. I don't give a fuck. Richie is in business with Perry. They have to straighten that out. I am out here saying what I'm saying, so it gets fucking fixed.
Right. We're done beta testing in the field, man.
Yeah, done
Done.
with all that. So
Lucas,
I'm sorry,
Mario,
bro.
Lucas and Mario, this is the problem. This is a huge
Yeah,
problem, bro.
yeah, yeah.
So Eric
We
Bland
don't
has
like
one.
that.
Eric Bland has one of these, and he's talking about stitching this. If you stitch this defeats the purpose of it flowing into the chip jar.
I showed
You
all
know?
that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But the
I
whole
showed you that last night. I can't explain that to anybody any better unless English is
this is
like your
the
fourth
issue.
language. I don't fucking know.
That is not properly put together, man. And then this is my second one. This is a process that's been going on since September 30th when it was ordered. So I've got two of them that looked exactly like this. So when I reached out to Perry about this, he said, "Well, I'm going to quality control the this one that's coming out personally." So
Well, you're
that's
gonna
what.
open that box.
Yeah. So I've got the.
I
This is
thought
the
you
third
already opened it. I thought,
Yeah.
I thought you already. That was the one. I thought you already opened it.
This is the third Gunslinger I've actually gotten to replace the first one I ordered. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it. TJ, if you got anything to say, right?
Yeah, while Tim's opening that, I'll say this: everyone's kind of like freaking out about the Lamborghinis and shit, and T Squeegee being a pro window cleaner. And I feel like that's a proactive measure for me to give you a better podcast. It's this fucking like, you're either on this team or on this team. I do that shit on Sundays with the Browns. I don't need to do it on my podcast. It's not like, we're the Lamborghinis are inviting me and Tim and Josh over for a barbecue later. We're all hanging out and shooting the shit. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that we can't just fucking get along and respect each other for what we do. I mean, I can almost guarantee that we'll probably have another disagreement. They'll probably be like, "Man, those guys are fucking dicks," and I'll be like, "Yeah, fuck you too." You know what I mean? It's
I
just
get what that day
it's
ruined mine and Luke's day. It was our business. This is our personal
yeah,
business.
man.
Well, I
And it
mean
just
that's
doesn't need to be that. You can make your own decisions.
Chris and
We'll
Alex's
report.
day
Yeah,
after day. You know, that's business.
we'll report the facts no matter what side of the fence it's on, and that's that. You know what I mean? Everyone knows what all they need to know. Everyone has shit on each other as much as they need to shit
Right.
on each other. Let's just move fucking forward. Let's, as the window cleaning community, let's do something those goofy fucking pressure washers can't do, and that's get along.
Right.
Why can't we all just, try to get along? We're going to still be out here doing what we do. It's not
Ugh.
changing me as a person. I'm just not going to sit on this podcast every fucking week and shit on WCR or shit on Luke the window cleaner. I'm just not going to fucking do it to make fucking a bunch of yum-yums happy. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not
Ooh,
letting you motherfuckers run
this
space in my head no more. I'm not doing it. It's
this
not.
could be different, dude.
Yeah.
Look,
Those dudes are cool with
look
me
what
as
actually
long as they're
came
cool
this
with
one.
us.
So this
Ooh.
might be an actual older one.
This might be a makeup gunslinger here.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's the strap's inside.
Is
Color's
it?
decent. Yeah, it's black. This is bullshit. So,
Sponge. Yeah, I'm not down with the sponge either.
yeah, I mean, Ron, I mean, I can get some water and go ahead and put some water in it. But as far as, what do you think, TJ?
Uh, tilt the nose down more or up more towards your face. Yeah, there. Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Does look a lot better, doesn't it?
I'm just messing, Jamie. I just like to poke fun at you guys in the UAMCC. You fucking guys,
So,
those dudes are always going hard body on each other. I think you guys should fucking wrestle. You know what I mean? And yes, I know there's a lot of talk about Eric in the chat right now, and I agree with you guys. You know what I mean? But I'm not. Guys are like, why are you doing? Listen, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just not fucking into arguing with fucking Eric Bland about anything, dude. You know what I mean? I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? I took his video and did what I did with it because I felt like there were some things he was talking about there that he didn't know you don't even know what you're talking about, my man. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're talking about. Jacob Dell, Ron Musgraves wants to come on my podcast, dude. I don't know. I mean, I know you said you'd never be my friend again if I did, but he's trying real hard. But I just, dudes, listen, for real, guys, you can only harbor so much grief in your heart for so long before it consumes you. And if you're looking for a spot for us to always, the only thing we talk about is talking shit on Luke and Window Cleaning Resource and all of that shit, then I can't. I'm sorry. Then maybe this ain't the spot for you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck Ron. I'm not trying to do the, let's fucking talk about Luke and WCR and shit on them and talk shit on them constantly and all of that shit, because it's disingenuous as fuck, first of all, and second of all, it's serving me no purpose, because all I do is talk about these dudes I supposedly don't like. You know what I mean? Right. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Chris and Alex in behind the scenes have never one time been nothing. They've always been nothing but gentlemen to me. I've never spoken to Luke. My beef with Luke was me standing up for my buddy. I fucking told y'all all that shit. Right. So if you see T Squeegee in that group over there, that's just me. I need, to give you guys a fair and unbiased opinion. I can't run around closed off to half the world.
I appreciate the fact that I got kicked out of the group and I got an invite back to the group. I have not taken that invite because of
Chris Lambernides, he sent me almost a $400 check on a refund for equipment I bought 2 years ago because I wasn't happy with my filters being busted. Right. He sent me, refund me for that one fucking thing. He gave me all my money back.
But the thing about me not taking the invite in the group is I can see what's going on in the group, and the guys that might be shitting on me, if I go in that group, are already in that group. You don't
want to argue. No, that's what and then that's what I told them when they invited me back. That's why, I only talk about things that have to do with me in there. I'm not adding my 2 cents anywhere else. There's people on there talking about the Gunslinger, and all that shit, and I just add my 2 cents, my experience with it and all that, and keep it greasy. They shared a couple videos in there they shared my video and the podcast, which was, in my opinion, that was stand up as fuck, man, especially after all the shit I've talked. Come on, guys. So, I'm not, well, they got ulterior motives. To what? To what? This multi-million-dollar corporation we're running over here at Outlaw Window Cleaner? I'm in a fucking bedroom across the hallway from a bathroom in a ranch home. You know what I mean? This ain't, I clean windows every day, guys. I get on here and talk shit. You know what I mean? Do you honestly think I'm concerned with my oh man, people are not going to buy Squeegee Life shirts if I don't talk right to the Lambernides. Come on, guys.
I appreciate about
stupid, man.
What I appreciate about them and what I appreciate about Luke and the guys that when they definitely separate the Gunslinger Reach It product compared to what Richie Blue manufactured, and that says a lot.
That as well.
That says a lot
to me.
So, because they could. I mean,
it's everyone's. Yeah, they could just. Yeah, but they're making the distinction, and I can tell you this right now. Everyone knows there's no love lost between Barry and the WCR guys. They don't like each other, man. They don't. You know what I'm saying?
They see the benefits of the product, though.
Yeah, but they see the benefit of the product, and they see that there's another human involved in this. So if anyone's watching this, man, quit fucking tagging Richie Blue and everything. Leave the fucking poor guy alone. You know what I mean? Just, leave Richie the fuck alone, man. Yeah. It's out of Richie's hands. All Richie can do is give suggestions. Perry's going to have to somehow implement them and produce the product that Richie wants him to produce. And, Richie can't do nothing about it. So stop tagging Richie. Stop busting Richie's fucking balls. Just quit.
You can bust my balls. I mean, bust my balls. Bust Tim's balls. Bust TJ's balls for, we prototyped it. I mean, that's obviously where the issue.
Tag me. Tag Squeegee. Tag me and be like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's let Richie Blue see some windows.
You only used 18-inch mops in your Gunslinger. That's why they leak and shit.
Right.
But, like I said, the focus of this we'll probably go maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour here. We're just going to do something quick. I got shit to do. Tim's got shit to do. We just wanted to clear the air. And, I know guys are like, man, you guys sellouts, bro, man. I ain't sold out to nobody, man. I ain't no sellout. What I ain't, though, is nobody's fool. And I'm not going to go out here and hammer the Lamborghinis every fucking day because two fucking dudes that barely fucking speak English hold a fucking grudge. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a dick. I like Lucas. Lucas, and I'm only using Lucas as an example here because he's in the group fucking mad at me right now.
I like Lucas and Mario. I love them both.
Dude, Mario is the fucking coolest fucking dude. I love Mario. He's a fucking awesome fucking guy. Lucas is a good dude too. They're both good fucking guys. I don't understand why they're so butthurt. I don't get the butthurt. I don't get it. If you gotta see you gotta, you don't get on in the groups, you don't know what's going on, and now you just see something that's like, oh, the Lamborghinis are in here. Oh, these guys are talking shit about the Gunslinger. You guys are sellouts. No, you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Go back, read a little bit, and I can assure you that our intentions are noble. You know what I'm saying? Not only are they noble, but they're also head calming, because I don't want to argue with those dudes no more. They've done nothing wrong to me. Yeah. You can go buy shit from WCR or you can't. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's the whole thing about WCR too, man. I like with that whole Luke thing that I was trying to explain earlier. With WCR as a supplier, I'm over here trashing them, and they're just trying to make a living, dude. And I can't do that anymore. I can't take somebody's livelihood away over some social media bullshit. Not that way. You know, as far as Perry goes, throwing us under the bus for this whole thing, like it's our fault because of the way we prototyped it. That was wrong.
That's why we came out and we was like, wait a minute, man, we've been fucking kind of, keeping the quality control concerns that we have to ourselves and steering everybody that reaches out to us to you, and the product's not getting fixed, and now you're going to fucking blame us? Well, okay, then we'll just tell everybody how we really fucking feel, and we'll see how it goes. And as everyone can see, it's been a snowball. Now Peter Allen McKay, all these fucking dudes are coming out of the woodwork, and there seems to be a real reason for cause for fucking concern. So fix it.
So you
want to repair your reputation. You are the man that you say you want to be. Fix it. Make something that guys that fucking been in the business for well over a decade, some of us 2, some of us 3 decades, can stand behind and recommend to their fucking friends and not look like a jackass. Yeah. It's that simple.
So, Eric.
Or just sell it all and go away.
Eric Bland. We can't communicate through Facebook, so I'm going to talk to him right now about his Gunslinger. Your Gunslinger looks just like this, bud. It's got the strap on the outside. So when you're talking about the water just sewing that up, that's what your mop goes here. So the water's going to run down here. So that's why that can't be sewn up. But with this, as far as this goes, this is where the leak's going to come. It's going to go right down here onto your leg. I've got pictures of it in the group if you haven't seen. Now with Perry doing the QC on this, he got that inside. So that water will actually go down into the bucket like it's supposed to. Which was prototype just that way. See that? See how it goes down into the bucket where all the water lines are? Mm-hmm. That's the way it's supposed to be. So both your Gunslingers, Eric, the red one and the American flag one, are strapped on the outside.
Joseph Skinta, Perry didn't. I mean, that would be presumptuous of me to be like, he said, or whatever. It's just, I don't think it's the fact that he said that he won't do it. It's just that he hasn't done it. I mean, when the beta testers got their, these guys, when everyone got their pre-orders, like 30, 40, 50% of us, I don't know how many, had fucking problems. I had one, and I tested the motherfucker for 9 months up to that point. So that being said,
this is Perry.
If I give you feedback on something that I've tested, I'm like, hey man, you gave me this manufactured product. It's doing this, this, and this, and then you sell a fucking 1,000 more just like the one I'm complaining about. That's a fucking problem, dude. That's not cool. So you're using the window cleaning community as a beta tester to line your fucking pockets to put out a better product later on. So now you got to buy a fucking another one when you could have just bought the right one the first time for $100 and it would have lasted. I mean, mine's gonna go for a couple years, 2-3 years, maybe 4 years. I bet. I'm willing to bet. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm willing to bet.
Well, here, watch. This is the prototype.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why this is going to last. Now, prototype, same way I held that one. Look. You see that? You see that bend? I mean, it's just.
Like I said, there's different.
Yeah, I think
This
it's
is
just the material.
this is a correctable. It's a correctable fucking issue. And if
But
these things are not fucking said, they're not going to get better. And they're also, Richie's not going to fucking do well either.
listen,
So,
if these things last 6 months, the way we do windows, you and I personally, if they last 6 months, we've gotten our money out of them.
yes.
We have gotten our money out of them if these last at $100. If these last at $100 made this way, and they last 2 years, we've really won. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to
If
complain.
it lasted 2 years, I'd pay $150 fucking dollars
Right,
for it.
absolutely. I'm not going to complain about a product because my other gunslingers.
Those are his numbers. Those are his numbers he boasted about on Facebook. He said he sold 1,000 of them. That's what he said on Facebook when the Thanksgiving or Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
He had mentioned that they've sold 1,000 of these things so far. So,
but this is Perry making it up. This is my third gunslinger. The process started on September 30th. I feel like this is a product I can hand him on and say, here, this is actually what kind of.
well, I see a difference in that one compared to the one Eric showed on his video yesterday.
Yeah.
See, the rivets are not in the.
Right.
The rivets aren't there. He's got rivets in Eric's.
Well, this came with the belt buckle, so I'm assuming this is one of the original lineups. You know what I mean? This is what the original pushes. So
hopefully he's doing something as we speak to fix it and make shit right and so. But dude, I don't know. Like I said, you guys all seen the video yesterday.
I've got this one here. I mean, it's gonna.
I have no faith whatsoever until I'm shown. I don't believe shit.
I have this one. So if anybody wants this, I will absolutely send you this. It is going to leak down the front right here. But I mean, if there's anybody out there that hasn't had a gunslinger that wants to really try it out and see how it's. Why don't you
give to Joey?
I've got the other American flag one I can give to Joey.
Oh, I still got to give Joey. Can I give that outlaw window cleaner one away?
I've got to give that to Joey, dude. I've been promising that, and he's like, wait.
Well, then we got to give.
This one.
Well, when we got to give something away, I got 2 to give away.
Well, to give one away,
I'm gonna send one. I'm gonna piss everyone off, and I'm gonna send out my other 2 outlaw window cleaner gunslingers to fucking Chris and Alex Lambernides. I'm gonna send it both to them. I'm gonna send them both one, and then everyone can just abandon us and not like us anymore for it. I still say the ball was dropped way back in fucking April when I said you should have sent fucking Luke and Rihanna branded fucking gunslingers way back then. You know what I mean? Could have squashed all this beef a long time ago. You could have made Rihanna her own little Luke silhouette logo, but with long hair and glasses. I think that would have been cute. Could have been fucking pink or
cereal.
Something. Yeah. Yep. Could have been badass, but you guys dropped the ball on that. Nobody wanted to listen to me. I wanted to be Luke's friend, but nobody wanted to be Luke's friend. But fucking, everyone wanted. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like I said, man, this right here is the 1 hour. The fucking beef is over shit. We're done. The beef is over. I'm not fucking shitting on them dudes. I'm not going to give Luke any more shit. I'm done giving the dude shit. He's never done a thing to me. I was only sticking up for Tim, and Tim's like, dude, just, can you not? I'm like, yeah, man.
Well, I mean,
listen,
I want a peaceful mind going into 2019, and there was a time that Luke and Rihanna wore outlaw shirts. There was I think these last couple videos he's doing is impressing the shit out of me. He's taking his platform and he's doing right by us window cleaners. And I think that's important in the industry. And I think that's important as a guy like him. So.
Barry Bark says, so that's an original one. Yeah, that's one of the older ones. That's, you can tell, we can tell, I can tell, because like I said, we've been in on this bitch from jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when guys get mad because we're talking about it, like all pissed off, like you poor Perry, fuck you. Fuck you. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. There's an expression here in the West. It's called "you made your bed, now you got to fucking lie in it." You know what I mean?
Nobody
Just because you
says
shit the bed, Fred, doesn't mean you ain't got to lie in that shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And just like I know Tim's like, man, everybody's giving me shit. Well, motherfucker, you just spent the last year shitting on this dude. And now y'all motherfuckers is holding hands and shit.
We're not holding. No, I mean, there's
y'all motherfuckers hold hands. KSSSING. No, I'm only fucking with y'all, man.
There's just no reason for it at this point. I mean, this guy is.
So what's next? So what are you gonna have Luke come on the podcast next? Are you gonna be a podcast guest now, Tim? Is that what you're gonna try to? Fuck.
For
real? Come on, man.
I think bringing Luke and Rihanna onto the podcast and us squashing it publicly and being a part of an olive branch to the community with Outlaw and Luke and WCR
I'll let our loyal listeners make that decision.
I think that would be a
Listen, I tell you what, man. How about can we get the Outlaw Window Cleaner radio or the Outlaw Window Cleaner channel back? That's what Joseph Skinton wants to know. Will Tim get his YouTube channel back? I don't know, guys.
Here's where I think that's
a bell that can't be unrung. To be honest,
I think the issue with Luke said he's tried in the past. We talked about it today. He said he's going to give it a real good shot tonight. But I don't have any faith in it because of that Logan Paul controversy when they had to start switching up algorithms and doing all that. I've been on the YouTube suspended channel groups on Facebook, and I'm just watching these. Once your channel's gone, it's really hard to get back. You know what I mean?
Byer says he won't watch the Luke podcast. That's one down.
We're gonna have Seth
our audience. You're gonna abandon our audience. Oh my God! I want everyone to know that it's all Tim's fault. This is the demise. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, listen, man. I think Tim's heart's in the right place, man. Tim's trying to move forward and trying to mend fences as best as he can mend them. And if you guys seen Luke's live stream, I think Luke and Rihanna are also taking a new approach to the way they do things in 2018. So I'm not like fucking being like, yay, like a cheerleader or nothing, but it's for them to come out publicly and be like, we're going to be a lot more transparent and we're going to tell you guys when we don't like something instead of saying we like fucking everything. So, to me, that takes some balls. Just the same way it took some balls for us to fucking turn around and be like, yo, this Gunslinger ain't being made right, man. The same kind of balls. So.
Yeah, I just some of the yelling matches Luke and I have had in the past is Outlaw will never be mentioned on my channel, and so I mean we've all come a long way.
He didn't. He just said our names. He didn't say. He didn't say the channel.
Yeah, well, she said Outlaw, but it was just Outlaw would never be mentioned as far as on their channel, and we've all come a far way in this. It's been over a month since Luke and I had that talk, So I mean it's taken a quality. It's taken a product.
All of our listeners are not happy with this at all, Tim. Pure View Window Cleaning says the only way Luke gets a pass is if the channel comes back. In no way anything he says or does from today means crap because he took something away you worked on and was great.
It was. But I mean, it is mine. That is the thing. It is mine. And I'm the one that is trying to.
What's up, Kevin?
To take Kevin, this bridge, you know what I mean?
Hey, man. Like I said, I'm not a person that's like, this is a finality or nothing. But
nah,
I'm not.
We'll always be up to the.
I'm not opposed. I'm not saying that I will not allow that to happen, because this is not just my show. It belongs to Tim and Mark too. And I've said. I don't always watch podcasts, but when I do, it's the Outlaws. Fuck yeah! I've stated previously that I would like to have Chris Lambrinides on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? And people didn't seem to have too much of a problem with that, but people do have a problem with the Luke thing, and it's because of what happened with the Outlaw Window Cleaner channel. People are pissed off
No, I
about that.
appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much. I mean,
Yeah, you
everybody
guys,
here's
you
had my
can't
back.
lose sight of that, Tim. You
No,
can't lose
I
sight
would
of that.
never,
You got to
ever,
understand
ever,
where these guys
yes,
are coming from.
yes, yes, and I appreciate you guys so much. Those are the guys that really give a shit, you know, and I appreciate that.
I will be open to it if certain things happen. I'm not gonna be, because the YouTube channel. I'm going to be honest. I think that's lost. That's just my personal opinion. I told you that when it happened. I was like, you ain't getting that shit back, cuz they're not going to give it back to him. They're not going to give it back to him.
I just think it's hard to get back.
And that was a super shady. That was just really, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I'm all about moving forward with everything. You know what I mean. And I'm respecting my business partners. My business partner's fucking wishes, and I'm gonna smooth off on that shit. But concessions will need to be made, sir. Concessions will need to be made for me to bury that in the past, because I'm gonna have to stand with my listeners, because not for nothing, but all of this is T Squeegee, the podcast. The idea, the momentum, the driving force, the shit talk. It was my brainchild, and what listeners I have, I am very, very loyal to, because they have been with me from the very beginning, and I will not turn my back on them. So, with that being said, I'm going to keep their best interest and our best interest at heart, and also give those two people a chance to rectify the situation, whatever way they may be, with however Tim feels that situation is rectified, then I will be okay with it. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to watch the podcast, then of course you don't have to. I'm not going to twist your arms. I mean, if it happens, then it happens, and I want to let everyone know that's because we came to an agreement as human beings, and we're like, you know what, we're just going to squash this and be done with it, and let's do this to bury the hatchet. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? So my whole thing with all of this, with the Lambrinides and WCR and Luke and Rihanna, is about being objective and not being on one side of the fence, not being closed off in a fucking box, and not seeing, for instance, for 40 or 50 other posts about, man, my gunslinger's fucked up. That's shit I wasn't seeing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And in order to be unbiased and keep it 100, I have to be open to that shit. As a public personality, I can't close myself off to people. So I've got to be able to take the criticisms, and I also got to be able to see different points of views on all these issues that we talk about and the shit that we talk about. You know what I mean? And again, they've seemed to be like, they're like, hey man, let's kind of like chill out on all this shit. We'll stop doing this. You'll stop doing that. Cool. You gotta give people a chance. You got to.
Luke has actively been trying to get my YouTube channel back.
Yeah,
he said that today. I mean, I actually talked to Luke today. So, I mean, it's, he goes, man, I really want to get this back. He goes, I want to go home. I'm going to try everything I can. If you have any links, I sent him a couple of things. So, we'll see, man. I'm just not trying to, I'm trying to take 2019 and outlaw and move it forward.
Yeah.
And
I get what you're trying to do, and I get why guys are like, man, fuck that shit. But man, you got to understand, what happened is what happened. There's nothing that can be done about it now, but this is the dude. This dude right here is the one that should be fucking pissed off over anyone else. And I understand you guys got his back and you feel bad about what fucking happened and everything, but if he can get past it, you guys gotta fucking, if you're gonna stand by your man all the time. You know what I mean? So if he finds it in his heart to get past all this shit and try to bury the olive branch, you gotta kind of cut Tim a little slack. You know what I mean? Because you guys remember, fucking Tim disappeared for like fucking 3 months. That's how Mark Tanner came on the podcast. So good did come from that, but the dude was gone, no social media, no YouTube videos, no podcast, nothing for 3 months. You know what I mean? He had a lot of time invested in that. And if this dude can, like, you know, try to find a way to make this all, you know, make it gel, then that's cool. I mean, Luke's probably, he's never going to join the Outlaw Window Cleaner fucking group and pal around with you guys, you know? Let's not be fucking, let's not be stupid. We get it. We get it. We're not saying, hey, everyone go buy a Luke t-shirt. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, these two motherfuckers get on YouTube and be like, hey, man, I'm sorry. And he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. And then Tim's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. It's cool. You know?
There's just no rhyme or reason to keep going, man. It is just a lot of stress in my life.
It's just fucking a lot of extra bullshit. I want to do a fucking podcast about fucking cool shit that people are going to enjoy. Not sit here and talk about fucking Luke and WCR and fucking Perry Tate and leaky fucking gunslingers and do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't want to do that. I want to talk about dick and fart jokes, cool tools, window cleaning stories, help guys out with questions, laugh about shit, you know, come up with cool different topics we can talk about, you know, and just fucking be a community and fucking just have fun. That's what this is about, is having fun and talking window cleaning and some other extra shit, dick fart jokes, you know what I mean? Right. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the problem is, homie. I don't understand.
There's no burning on the situation, just the simple fact that we're just not going to let ourselves get back into that situation.
Right.
I mean, we've learned. Lesson learned.
Right.
You know?
Lesson learned. Yeah. I could completely agree. You got to take lumps. You got to... Yeah, Kevin says the only way to move forward is to step out of the boots of the past. Yeah, man. And we're just trying to put on new boots. And Luke can join the Outlaw Women's Auxiliary.
Guys,
I mean, and I want you guys to know something. Luke is aware of the shit you guys give him, and he's a good sport about it. Believe it or not, which surprised me. You know, when I heard that, he's a good sport about it. You know, I mean, of course, I mean that shit stings, but he's a good sport about it. So I mean, Jesus,
we have this platform here, and we can take this platform into the spring and really grow. I mean, that needs to be,
instead of fighting and fucking arguing.
Yeah, dude. And listen, we're in the process of, you know, a battle with this, and we don't even want to be in this battle with the Gunslinger. We don't. That's not a battle we're trying to take on.
We just want the right thing to happen. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sorry that that's pissed people off, but we just want the right thing to happen.
But with our platform, we can make that bigger by not doing the battles and not getting into the, I don't know, man.
Bullshit. And drawing lines in the fucking sand.
There's a lot of stuff we do in the background, TJ and Mark and Josh, and mainly us three with the fart shit. But with us three, I mean, this takes up a lot of our time. I mean, you guys don't. You don't fart.
You don't fart. You just listen and try to smell them.
You motherfuckers! Every time there's I get a 10-second voice clip. I'm thinking, okay, this is them talking. Nope.
And it's fucking Mark just letting the raunchiest, longest one that's ever been let and raunched.
But for us, we spend a lot of time together as far as in Messenger and the group. We talk at minimum every other day. A lot of times every day. We do have a lot of time invested in this. We want to see this grow. That's why you don't.
We're actively pursuing. We're actively pursuing Outlaw Window Cleaner as a brand and Squeegee Life as a brand under one umbrella. We're actively. That's I've got my next couple of shirts are going to be fucking super sweet. We're going to nail down. Yeah, we're going to nail down a guy to stitch our hats and everything. It's it's all coming together. I mean, it just I want to focus on that shit. I don't want to fucking.
We stall when we're in these wars, guys. We stall like you've never seen. We don't gain anything. We don't. It's negative for us. Even if guys like Kevin and the Blands come after us, which Eric hasn't done that in a really long time. But Kevin, with his new stuff he's coming out with, the shirts and stuff, It stalls us and grows him. Every time.
Yeah. And Jason Lehman asked, so as Perry asked for feedback, Perry won't talk to us.
Yeah, no.
So.
We did have a good conversation today. We won't say about what or who, but we did have a good conversation.
We had a lightning one for sure. So, it's just, like I said, my stance is still where it was last night. Nothing has changed with me. We unboxed a Gunslinger.
Which
my
it came
stance hasn't
it came
changed.
good.
I feel the same way I did yesterday, the same way I felt a fucking month ago, same way I felt in October. So I'm from the show me. Yeah.
This is equivalent to the Digicamo when the first one I got. Yeah. So this is going to last Ron decent time. Yeah. So this isn't a bad gunslinger. It took 3 to get this one. So.
Right.
But he got it. We got it.
Yeah, we got it. It's straightened out. He's got his gunslinger for his dude. It's the right one. It's not jacked up, and it
doesn't leak. I put water in it.
No, I to be honest with you, no. I'll be honest with you. After our conversation today that we had, I'm not gonna, I'm done with that. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with that. I'm sorry, Jason. You don't need to open up lines of communication for me. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. I don't care about it. He's on his own as far as that's concerned. I don't care. I don't care that, what's done is done. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
My concern is Outlaw Window Cleaner radio podcast and Outlaw Window Cleaner and Squeegee Life as a brand. That's all I care about. And on top of that, cleaning fucking windows and making money because, I like to eat and pay bills and shit. And number one above all of those things is keeping our integrity and staying transparent like we have been from the very beginning. Unfortunately, we didn't get the whole side of the fucking story, so we couldn't be completely transparent. So now we have both sides of the story, and from our experience can glean that the one side was probably most likely right and the other wasn't. So, I'm sorry to affect people's feelings, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll be back Monday or Sunday. What do you think, Tim? Sunday. We'll be back Sunday with another podcast, another episode of Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio live on the YouTubes. If you got some questions, send them to Ask T Squeegee, and we'll answer those. Go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com and get you some fucking Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirts. Soon, I think what we're gonna do is we'll let you guys know what's gonna happen. Some cool shit's about to happen with Outlaw Window Cleaner and Squeegee Life, so you guys will know soon. But we just wanted to get on here, unbox that. Perry fucking sent Tim a Gunslinger, and maybe his buddy will actually get one that works now. We'll keep you posted.
I like the colors.
You like the colors?
Yeah, I like the black on black. It's like a smoke gray on black. So, it's sharp, dude. I hope it works out good for him.
Yeah, Tim, send me the Gunslinger. Please inbox me. I'll give you my address.
Who's that?
That's Bill Jordan.
Bill Jordan.
If people are looking for a gunslinger that may or may not leak, I've got one that you can have. So if Tim's got one to give away, I've got another one to give away, and plus I got
John hit me up. I had John hit me up in the messenger. John.
Okay, and well then Bill hit me up in Messenger, and I'll send you an Outlaw Window Cleaner gunslinger for free for freezies.
Just know it's going to leak out the front.
Yeah, there's a chance it's probably going to leak.
Yeah,
because
so
it's not going to fucking get that shit down. I'm still over here like fuck. I'm still over here like fuck the free world. I don't want you guys to get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna smooth out for Richie's sake. That's all I'm doing, guys. I don't want anyone watching this to think, oh, these motherfuckers. No. I'm smoothing out for Richie's sake. I'm going to cool it out for his fucking headspace. I don't want... It's just too much stress on the man. It's just too much. It's too much shit he's having to deal with. And I'm just... T-Squeegee has said what he needs to say about it. So is Tim Huber. We're going to just smooth out on that fucking shit. Okay? Yeah. And just for Richie's sake. That's what really this boils down to. That's what this is about. To, fill some people in on where our stance is. Tell everybody why we're doing what we're doing. And the main thing is to let you know we're going to stop whacking this fucking Gunslinger thing over the head for Richie. Just to, just for his peace of mind. You know what I mean? Because it's probably driving him fucking nuts getting tagged on Facebook every 2 seconds. He already knows what we're saying. He knows already. He knows already, so... but it's, all the dude has got to do is quit being a shit bag and do the shit the right fucking way. Wipe your ass, stop shitting your pants. I don't know. I almost said something about what somebody showed me today in Messenger, and I'm not gonna, because then that's just gonna make it worse if I say something. You know what I'm talking about, dude? Hey, listen. No matter what, the fucking, it's the fucking Titanic, man. It's the Titanic. This is T-Squeegee and Tim Huber. We're out, guys.
See ya.